Guys, it's Silver Phoenix. I'm gonna be doing a top 10 list. Sorry. I'm gonna be doing a top 10 list, on the worst Beyblades, in my opinion. Now, qualities are like, weak teeth, light disc, just parts that don't really fit well together. You get the idea. But at number 10, 10 being the least worst, 10 being the best of the worst, and 1 being the worst of the worst, we're going with Deep Chaos. Now, the only reason why this bay is bad is because the driver bearing has a horrible spring. Chaos itself, it's a great layer. It's got good teeth, but it's just the driver with the weak spring. Yeah. At number 9, I guess we got Wolfborg from the Chozetsu Triple Booster set. Again, same thing like last time with Chaos. Great teeth, horrible driver, or horrible spring on the driver. And, yeah. Alright, then we got, number 8, we got, Hyperion Burn, just because its teeth are super weak. Or its teeth is the teeth on it is, like, stupid weak. And the gimmick sometimes doesn't even work properly. Oh, hi, Mems. I can see you. Oh, yeah, pet check. Boop. Alright, but at number 7, we have, oh, crud. I'm just making this list up as I go, so forgive me. Wizard Fafnir, just because it bursts a lot. Like, the parts are good, but because of the friction from the rubber on the layer base, that causes it to burst a heck of a lot. Alright, so yeah, that's just my reasoning. Now, number 6, I really got, like, I know a lot of, like, I know a lot of Valkyrie fans are gonna kill me for this, but Brave Valkyrie. Now, hear me out. All the parts, they're spot on. The ring has rubber for extra attack. The chassis has rubber on it. The driver, it's rubber. But the reason why it's on this list is because of its stamina. Yeah, it's perfect for attack, but the stamina, it's horrible when you first get it. Because it's not awakened yet, so it doesn't go as fast. Plus, that just causes a lot of, like, it just wears down the stamina super quick. So, if you're a Valkyrie fan, don't kill me, please. Because I like Valkyries too. I love the Reboot driver. I love Ultimate Reboot. They're, in my opinion, the best attack type drivers in the game. But that's just my opinion. And speaking of Ultimate Reboot, we got, for the next one, we got Twin Nemesis from the single release. The reason why it's on this list, well, that Ultimate Reboot doesn't really activate well. And that's just from my experience, because I don't really have that many TT bays. Yeah. However, if you do pair it with the Goro exclusive reboot, it's like 1,000 times better. Alright, so, at number 4? Are we at? No, yeah, we're at number 4. At number 4, we've got, Variant Lucifer. The first one. This is just because, when you first get it, the chassis, it has these rubber tongues, and it's horrible against right spin bays. Like, literally. It's just breaks on itself. But, and the Mobius driver, it goes out of control as well. But the ring and the layer, they're perfect. the ring and the chip, they're perfect for like combos that you need. Like like if you wanted to use the variant ring on a more on like a stamina type combo, that would be really good because it's like really round, and round layers usually, like stamina types are usually associated with well-rounded layers. And yes, I did get my nails painted. I support Pride Month. I support the LGBTQ community. Also, happy Pride Month. Let's go. Number 3, we got well, I guess I can really say Storm Spriggan. Like well, Storm Spriggan, it has horrible teeth. Anybody who has Storm Spriggan knows the horrible burst resistance this thing has. Even if you put a dash driver on it, then it just has normal, like regular burst res. Yeah, just regular burst. Oh, I'm sorry. All right, coming into number 2. Another one from the Spriggan line, Legend Spriggan. The layer, it's fairly round, it's dual rotation, and it's got metal in the layer. The 7 disc, it was a good disc back in the day, but it's now outclassed by many discs such as Giga and Tapered or whatever. The driver merge, it goes around. There's so much rubber around it, like at the base of the driver, that it just goes around and just wastes all of its stamina. And Legend is more like, to be honest, to me, like it looks more like an attack type. I don't know why, it just does. All right, and at number 1. Okay. Before I go in to the number 1 spot, I want to do some honorable mentions. Bleh. Bleh. Okay. We have, so for our first honorable mention, we've got Hazard Kirbyus from the Chosetsu Triple Booster set. Again, it has the 7 disc. It was good back in the day, but it's outclassed. Atomic Driver, great for life after death. The layer itself, it has like spring-loaded chains that cause it to burst, like push itself back a lot. For a second honorable mention, we have Bushin Ashura. The reason why Bushin Ashura was an honorable mention was because the Keep driver, it's got rubber on it, which really isn't normal for defense type drivers. Like I think that and its dash version are the only defense drivers. No, wait, friction. Yeah, there's friction and keep. Friction and keep. Those are the only 2 defense drivers that I know of that have rubber. Third honorable mention, Bloody Longinus. It was released in the Chosetsu series, where it was more focused around metal being on the layer. Literally 0 metal, and it came with one of the lightest discs, 13. And the Jolt driver, not really good for stamina. All right, our 4th honorable mention, Lucifer the End. Same thing with Variant. It, like, well, minus the chassis bit, because it's a limit break bay. But, there's just, The drift driver, it gets out of control like Mobius. It just goes around and around and around. Um, and our top number one mention, honorable mention, is Storm Pegasus. Hear me out. Hear me out. This isn't the one from Random Booster Volume 18. This is the one with this, like, I'm talking about, like, the ones that weren't released with dash drivers. Like, in the random boosters that had the layer in it, but didn't come with a dash driver. They don't really have good teeth. Yeah, they come with a dash driver, but they don't really have good teeth. No, the ones that don't come with the dash driver, they don't really have good teeth. Sometimes the drivers that go with them don't really make sense. Yeah. Yeah. Wait. I feel like I messed that up. Yeah, whatever. But the number one worst bay on this list is I forgot what it was. Okay, wait a minute. Oh right. Hell Kerbex from the newest Random Booster Volume 25 with Giga and Wave. Teeth just horrible. Horrible teeth. Like just horrible teeth. Like doesn't make sense. Like they would release a bay with such bad teeth and a Random Booster like that. Well, I mean, we did get a new wave recolor, so that's a plus. But other than that, it's just horrible teeth. For the layer and all that jazz. But yeah, that's my list. That's the top 10 worst bays. That was the top 10 worst bays, in my opinion. If you disagree with me, I don't... If you disagree with me, that's okay. It's your opinion. I'm just giving out my opinion on what the top 10 worst bays were. Or are, I should say. Now, before I end the video off, I have an announcement to make. I will be going on a hiatus for a little bit. I have a cold, so I'm gonna rest and try and get myself better. You can hear my brother in the background playing Fortnite. Ugh, God, so dumb. But yeah, I'm gonna be on hiatus for a couple days, just at least until I get better. But until then, I'll see you guys in the next episode. Peace. Also,